30 rarity, which now it's been dumped down to 1 out of 15, along with Gen 1 being a 1 out of 15. What's going on, guys? It's Fusion Bacon here, and today we're going to be doing how to get 10 tails fast. Both of them technically, but mostly we're going to go for the Gen 1 since that one is the newer tailed spear here. But you could still get the Gen 2 easily too with this method, because really they both go hand in hand. Now the second method I'll be showing, I don't know 100%, so when I do get to that, just know there's not been proof yet. This is just my speculation. It's more of a thought that it could, because there's many chances that I've seen there's the thing. Just simply, it's just speculation. There's a chance that's not there. Just know that. But anyways, before we begin this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell if you want to see more uploads. Comment what you want to see next in Shindo life, and join my Discord for Shindo life help to get tailed spirits or anything you guys need. But anyways, I'm gonna go and get to this video, tell you guys how to get Gen 1 and Gen 2, 10 tails very quickly, especially Gen 1, since that's the one that really matters. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the plan for this video is I'm gonna go over the first method, then I'm gonna go over its tips, the best ways to do it, to give you guys the more accurate way to get this efficiently, not waste your guys' time, because of course you might know these methods, but I got to give you guys the efficient ways to complete them and to go through them fast and to not waste your guys' time, of course. But before we do any further, I do want to say, get this video to 100 likes and I'll drop another whole code video tomorrow. There's gonna be some new codes, some expired codes, so if you guys do want a new code video, get this video to 100 likes before tomorrow and I will drop that code video. But anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first method is of course war mode. It's gonna be the most basic, everyone knows this, but I gotta go through the tips of this so you guys do this more efficiently, because of course there's ways to do war mode faster, more efficient than most people do it. Because if you guys do it the slow way, you guys know how hard that grind is, etc. You know how it just wastes your guys' time. So I'm gonna try and give you guys as many tips as I can to speed up the war mode method, which is probably the main method forever really when it comes to getting 10 tails. But there is a second method after this that I think is possible to get 10 tails, but it is kind of risky and it could potentially take a long time, or it could be an instant. It's a gamble, it's a luck of the draw. So yeah, let's go through the first method. As most of you know, to get to 10 tails, basically just go click M, you go to sub abilities, and you scroll down, then you're gonna see Gen 1 10 tails, and you're gonna see the Gen 2 10 tails. Yes, oh wait, sorry. That's the rap spear, bro. What am I clicking? As you guys can see, I don't have it. Why? Because I'm just lazy. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually about to grind for both of these, because you know what, I need 10 tails. I might even go grind for every single Gen 1, every single Gen 2, and just make my account loaded.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
But I've just been lazy, so I won't lie. I've been pumping out videos rather than grinding the game, so that's why I don't have it. But simply, it's gonna tell you guys you're gonna have to go to war mode, rarity 1 out of 15. There's no time, so you can go to war mode at any time. Of course, it's got a 1 out of 15, same as Gen 2. Now, as you guys previously known, Gen 2 10 tails used to have a 1 out of 30 rarity, which now it's been dumped down to 1 out of 15, along with Gen 1 being a 1 out of 15. Now, this might not be permanent, so I'm gonna tell you guys this. It could be a limited time where you guys can get 10 tails pretty freaking fast. That's why I'm about to grind the heck out of it. See, Rel Games likes to change the rarity sometimes, so if they go back to that 1 out of 30, it's gonna make it completely an obnoxious thing to get both of them. There's a 50% chance to get the Gen 1, and then there's a 50% chance to get the Gen 2 10 tails to spawn on wave 20. And once it's wave 20, the Gen 1 or the Gen 2 10 tails will spawn, and then you have to fight it. Once you defeat the 10 tails, which isn't that hard depending on what bloodline and combo you guys have, I'll try and give you guys a really good bloodline actually to use, and I could potentially give you guys a glitch later today or tomorrow that could be used to absolutely dominate 10 tails or any other tailed beast. So once you kill 10 tails, you're gonna have that 1 out of 15 chance that the scroll will spawn. Now that's what that means. The rarity of 1 out of 15 is not that the spirit will spawn to fight, it means that the chance for the scroll to spawn so you guys can get 10 tails. That's the same with the Gen 2, but whatever spawns, whatever tail beast you're fighting in the war mode on that wave 20 is the one that you have potential to get. So if you see the old one, the Gen 2, that's what you're gonna most likely get if you get that rarity luck of the draw, of course. So basically 1 out of 15. That's simple. Now I'm gonna go ahead to a war mode so I can go give you guys a ton of tips to speed through war mode. Now of course, when it comes to war mode, always try and have friends. Friends are your key point, friends are your big point. Basically, if you don't have a bunch of high-level strong friends, it's going to slow down your process greatly. I will say publics might give you a chance, but they are nowhere near the same as doing it in a private server with your friends. Now I'm gonna go to a public server with, you know, randoms and show you guys how inefficient it can be, so you guys know what not to do. I'm basically gonna go through this public server, show you how hard it can be. You can try to do publics, but it will always be a luck of the draw. You can have always an AFK player, you can have someone that's really bad, or someone that's doing it really slow, or that's pulling you down. So essentially a private server with as many friends as you can handle in there. Once you max out the cap and you have all max friends, then you guys can grind it super quick and get each other 10 tails very quickly. Now if you guys don't have friends, which I know that sounds very sad, but most people might not have people that play Shindo, guys, you can join my Discord down below and possibly make some friends there, get some good friends to help you do war grind. So go in my you know, Discord down in the description, join it, and be like, hey, do you guys want to do a war grind in my Shindo live chat? Do it in there and you have a chance to get some people to help you, or if you're going there to help people, there you go. But anyways, I'm gonna go and get to the next tip. So as you guys can see, I'm in a war mode with randoms right now, and as you see, some of the ranks are like S1, they're really high. Then you got the D ranks, they're pretty low, and then the F ranks. So when you go in a public server, they could be really low ranked or they could be really high ranked, and rank does normally matter about how strong they are. And what you do need when it comes to a war mode is you're gonna need a strong-tailed spirit, max leveled possibly. So for me, if I was gonna do war grind the most, I would go for my sun-tailed that's maxed out. But you know, if you're going for levels when it comes to war grind, then I could use my Gen 1 to level it up. Alright, so now that you have a strong mode equipped like I do, I have my spirit maxed out. You can also use any strong mode, but normally the spirits will always be the strongest, the tailed beast. You know, gens, you know, etc. These modes are always gonna be the best, because as you can see, my stat bonus on the right, and of course, yes, I went to a private, so I wouldn't mess those guys up if they actually would make it to wave 20. I didn't want to hold them back, so I went ahead and got into a private. So basically, as you guys can see, I'm using my best, you know, stats when it comes to modes, and this is absolutely overpowered compared to what, you know, a lower mode could be. So for example, if I got out of my, you know, sun-tailed mode and I went to my Minakaze mode, it would give me a lot of lower stat bonuses, which would also hold me back a ton. Now I will say it's still very strong. It's going to be, of course, really freaking strong, but it's not going to give you the same ability as those other, you know, tailed spirits. And the tailed spirits also have the ability to, well, use the spirit to run away. So here, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. It's going to be pretty simple. Oh, and you can also stack, but you know, it's not the best to stack, to use up your MD real quick. So I'm going to go and get out my Minakaze. So now I'm in my spirit. Now I'm going to go and go to the form 101. Now I'm here. Now if like I'm about to die and like all these guys are chasing me, I just click Z and run away. You know, that gives me the ability. Or I can use this to stomp on them. Stomping on them will do damage. As you can see, I just killed one just from running around on them, and this lets me charge chakra while I'm in this, so that's pretty overpowered. Now the next thing is Baron mode. Baron mode is absolutely cracked when it comes to these tailed beasts. Once you use it and you die, the Baron mode will, you know, take a 15-minute cooldown to, you know, use it again, of course. But Baron mode is absolutely cracked. As you guys can see, look on the right side, there's my stats when I go into Baron mode. So now here you see I'm going into it, it's form 102, and now that I'm in the Tentacion mode, or as others call it, just the Baron mode, it gives me way more stats. If you guys look on my right side, all my stats have been boosted by a lot. Like some of those were about 2,900, now they're 3,500. Now my stats are absolutely cracked. So now my simple attacks are going to be way stronger than before. They're going to do way more damage. They're going to make it way easier because I'll have more HP. I'll do more taijutsu, so each click will do a ton more. My ninjutsu is going to be up, so I'm going to be allowed to, you know, use one of my ninjutsu moves to then destroy them with absolute confidence, of course. And then my chakra's up, so then I have more chakra, you know, abilities to hold more jutsus without charging, of course. But yeah, so Baron mode always going to be a big one. Tentacion mode, as you want to call it, you know, they are very, very helpful when it comes to doing it. Now another thing is, as you can see, this right here, this jutsu right here. So if I go to menu, sub abilities, and you scroll from the top all the way down, you're going to see modes, then you're going to go to misc, and you're going to see down here, you're going to see the Reaper Spirit and the Scarecrow Seal Halloween. You're going to want to get both of these. Now you don't have to use both of these, but it's best to get them both or just get one of them. Now what they do is they will drain their enemies HP, MD. I think it gives chakra too. So, you know, getting both of these is very beneficial because then you can go back and forth, but they might have a global cooldown, so do be careful of that. But essentially, as you guys can see, my MD didn't run out. See, and with this mode, Tentacion mode, the only two ways to lose it is either if you die, which you shouldn't die that easily in this mode because you're going to be super OP, and the other way by losing too much MD, which this, you know, this jutsu Jitsu right here. Watch, I'm gonna use it. Now go watch my MD. All right, you're watching my MD. Now I'm gonna use it. And what it does, it will suck.
What do you mean by that?
The MD from them, it'll suck the chakra from them and their HP. So this will help me not die. This will help me keep my MD up and high easily without even really worrying, and it will get me a little bit of my chakra back. So when I say use this is a great tip. You should have everyone to have it, you know, all your friends, so then you're all in Baron mode for the longest time possible and you're absolutely overpowered. So when it comes to it, Baron mode is my go-to when it comes to stats to get the highest strength. Having the Scarecrow, Seal, Halloween, and the Reaper Spirit will help you keep your mode for longer. Or if you're using any mode in general, that Jitsu right there will forever help you keep your mode for longer. Basically, you're gonna have one guy camping all spawns, so you're gonna have one guy on each spawn, and then you'll have extra people if you have, you know, the max amount of players in a private server. Have those just run around, get up the scraps of the you know, people, or you know, help the weaker players when it comes to your full squad, I guess you could call it. So that's probably going to be the best ways to go through 10 tails mode. Well, to get 10 tails, that is exactly. To go through war mode is what I should have said. But also when it comes to fighting 10 tails, this is going to be the key thing. When you're fighting the 10 tails, either Gen 1 or Gen 2, you're going to want to have a high damage, you know, Jitsu mode, and have a high, you know, bloodline move. You're Xeno Dokai. Everyone knows this one. It's absolutely amazing, and it's got many glitches, and I can drop some glitch videos on them, how to use them, you know, how good they are. I can't personally do them, but I'll have my friend, because my friend Asti has this. He's the one that tells me a lot about Xeno. I won't lie, he's like my Xeno you know, dealer. Basically, if it comes to, you know, 10 tails, it might one-shot it, or it could two-shot it, or potentially three-shot it. It's the C-spec. The C-spec is absolutely broken, or just use a precision attack with high damage. Don't go for the AoEs. Those are more meant for fighting these type of, you know, mob waves with hundreds of enemies. Alright, so most of you guys can guess it. Basically, my speculation was the Shindai Rengoku boss. Now, I know when you fight it, you got a chance to get a Gen 1 Tailed Spirit. I've fought it many times, and I've gotten Chu, which Timmy got that one exactly. So, Future Timmy, go watch his channel if you guys haven't already. Go subscribe to him. But, you know, you can get Gen 1 Tailed Spirits from him. It's like a 1 out of 3 chance. Go watch my latest video, how to get Gen 1 Tailed Spirits, if you want to know how to, 1, beat this guy quickly, and 2, how to get Gen 1 Tailed Spirits quickly. You know, easy. You know, simple there. But basically, my speculation is you could probably get 10 tails from him. Now, if you guys do know for certain if it's a no or a yes, please put it in the comments, because that would help me a lot. But anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and that's going to be all. If you want to see more uploads, hit that like button. Anyways, Future Bacon, signing out. Peace.